we first go straight across to our to Anish Gawande, who now joins us. He is, of course, from the NCP Sharad Pawar faction. Anish Gawande, has the BJP, along with the Ajit Pawar group, outsmarted Sharad Pawar yet again? That's the question that's being asked. Along with Anish, I'm joined by Asif Bhamla. He is a BJP leader. I'm joined by senior journalist Rohit Chandavarkar, and I'm joined by Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai managing editor of India Today and Aaj Tak. But first, you, Anish Gawande, why don't you answer that question directly? Have you been outsmarted by the BJP and Ajit Pawar faction, which has moved quickly to make Sunetra Pawar the Deputy Chief Minister?
Rajdeep, firstly, thank you very much for having me on your show today. I haven't been on any other shows, but today I'm taking this moment to come on air for the first time to first say that it's only been 4 days since Ajit Dada passed away in that tragic accident. I think everybody in the family, everybody who's been close to Ajit Dada is still mourning that loss. There are political decisions that have to be taken. The NCP Ajit Pawar remains its own party and has taken the decisions that it needs to take. Sunetra Wahini is an incredibly capable leader. She has been managing the constituency when Ajit Dada has not been sort of available in the constituency and taking charge of the party as a whole. And I'm sure she will make for an excellent deputy chief minister. That decision was taken entirely by the NCP Ajit Pawar. We did not have any information about it, nor were we involved in that decision. I don't think this is the question of being outsmarted. I don't think, honestly,
you're making it sound as if, oh, no, 1 minute, you're making it sound as if all is well. What kind of morning? The morning, it was 3 days ago, just over 72 hours ago, that Ajit Pawar ji passed away, and the deputy chief minister, which importantly is not a constitutional post. There is no urgency. People are likening it to Rajiv Gandhi taking over when Indira Gandhi passed away. But the prime minister's post is a constitutional post that needed to be filled up at the time. The deputy chief minister is not a constitutional post that needed to be filled up. What was the hurry? Was it to short circuit Sharad Pawar's hopes of merging the party? The BJP doesn't want it. And you all have been outsmarted.
And quite honestly, Rajdeep, that's a question for the NCP Ajit Pawar spokesperson to answer. I can neither sort of state why that decision was taken, nor give you a constitutive or definitive answer as to whether or not that was done to outsmart us. But I can tell you this, that the family is grieving together. The family remains united in this time of grief. And the political decisions that are taken have nothing to do with any kind of power play that is being made out to be playing out in the media right now. I can tell you for a certainty that, of course, there were conversations around a union and a reunion that were happening. Those conversations now stand in a very different light. But again, like I said, this is a moment of incredible grief. For everybody, I think we're still dealing with this as a moment of shock. There are outcomes that will pan out in the days and months to come that will make it evident whether or not the parties come together, how Sunetra Wahini decides to lead her own party, what the dynamics in that party look like. For now, I don't think there are any power plays involved. This is a political decision that was taken by the NCP Ajit Pawar. I congratulate Sunetra Wahini on becoming Deputy Chief Minister. And I think for now, we remain committed to our own political ideology, but it is still a moment of intense grief and quite honestly shock.
I want to ask you, though, the question I also asked the NCP Ajit Pawar faction leader, is this not putting Parivar over party? Is this not dynasty politics of the classic kind? That the Parivar decides what the party will do. Sharad Pawar wanted to decide along with Ajit Pawar on the merger. Now it has been decided through Sunetra Pawar and Ajit Pawar's immediate family and a few close friends to make him to make her deputy chief minister, someone without any experience as an MLA or MLC.
No, Rajdeep, I think if you had been there in Baramati on that day, as many of your reporters were, you know that the overwhelming public sentiment was that Sunetra Wahini should be made deputy chief minister, that she should take on the mantle after Ajit Dada, and that she should take on the responsibilities that Ajit Dada had left behind rather tragically after his demise. Whether or not she will prove to be an able chief minister, listen, her record speaks for herself. She's been the head of the Vidya Pratishthan. She's been somebody who's been very active in the constituency. again, I think beyond our political differences and the fact that she's the head of a different political party, I think that Sunetra Wahini is incredibly capable and competent of being Deputy Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Unfortunately, too many women leaders have been scorned too often and considered not important enough, and they've proven their mettle, right? And of course, this is a family sort of event that has led to a family member becoming Deputy Chief Minister. But let me remind you, this is the norm across the country. Whenever a family member passes away, particularly for a bypole, the sort of next of kin is the one who contests that bypole. And at least in Maharashtra, until very recently, we've had the tradition of never having somebody contest against them and allowing that position to go to the next of kin. We've never had a situation where a deputy chief minister has passed away in office, and you're just seeing the same thing that would happen at an MLA level or at a minister level happen at a deputy chief minister level.
Okay, let's leave it there, Anish. You're sounding as if the NCP Sharad Pawar has absolutely no problem with Sunetra Pawar taking over as Deputy Chief Minister. I appreciate you joining us.